Joined by Pedro Carvalho. Kobe, go ahead.
Hi, Pedro. Great to talk to you. Coming off a couple of losses, are there any major changes you've made to either your team or your preparation ahead of this fight?
Yeah. My game changed really drastically. I think I'm kind of 180 degrees change it kind of thing, and for good, for really good. Of course, like I said in other interviews, like it's never good to lose, but at the same time, I think was the best thing in my career so far, because I think right now I'm the very best version of myself, and if it wasn't the losses, I would never kind of be able to realize that and open my eyes about that, and open my eyes about things that I wasn't working and should be worked, and things that I was working that needed to be that much worked. And yeah, right now I'm a more mature fight. I brought new tools, and yeah, and I'm excited to show all of them on Friday night.
Excellent. Look forward to it, buddy.
Yes, thank you.
David.
Hi, Pedro. Thanks for taking the time to take my question. You've been with SBG now for a few years. You've got a 4-2 record, I think, in Bellator. Is there anything you've worked on more at the gym with maybe John Kavanagh and his team for this fight?
If there's anything we did more to this fight.
No, he's basically asking, your jump to SBG. Did anything change when you made that jump and officially made this place your home?
Oh, so many things. Yeah, like the fighter that came from Portugal, and they're few years that now, or like even a few months later after joining SBG, it's a completely different thing, because that was the main reason why I came to Ireland and trained with SPG, because I wanted to train with the best. I want to learn from the best, and that was the main reasons why I came here. And yeah, like when you are training with a mat full of killers, sharks, that take the very best out of you every single day, the only way is the way up. So yeah, so that was the thing.
Jay.
Hey, thanks very much. And Pedro, when you talk about the 180 that you've made as a fighter, can you kind of shed some insight onto what you've changed? What are kind of some of the keys that you've really been working on this camp?
My striking, because before I lost my fights, I just kind of consider myself a MMA striking fighter, and I was always kind of do something kind of pads with my striking, and that was enough. And then I was kind of wasting all my time, not wasting, but you can focus my time on takedown defenses and grappling exchanges, scrambles, this and that. And then I realized that, man, I'm a really good grappler. Every time I'm with these high level black belt guys, I'm doing really good. And in the meanwhile, my last two losses were, on my feet. So something is wrong. And yeah, that was the main thing. I kind of switched the focus. I kept focus, of course, on my grappling game, but I gave a way bigger focus on my striking game, because I know I'm a really good striker. But if you don't waste that amount, if you don't train how much you should, you're gonna lose things. You're gonna lose bases, and that was the thing that I was losing. I was losing my own bases. So I went to ground zero, and right now I feel way better than I ever was.
When we talk about the back-to-back losses, do they get overemphasized a little because they did come against the champion and then J.J. Wilson, who came in heavy and has now moved to lightweight? Are we putting too much focus on them?
Yes, it depends on our point of view. Overall, maybe yes. Of course, we are talking about probably the pound for pound best, or one of the pound for pound best featherweights of all time. That is Patricio. and yeah, JJ Wilson is undefeated guy. In my point of view, maybe not. Maybe I'm just being too harsh with myself. But in my point of view, I still believe I'm the best in the world. That's why I'm trained. And in my point of view, I should beat them. But I was childish. I was immature on those fights. One inside the cage, the other leading into the cage. That I just rushed too much and too soon, getting into another fight after the Patricio fight. And I paid a price. But to be honest, that doesn't really matter to me, because every time I'm here to win. I'm here to prove a point. I'm here to prove who I am and how real I am when I'm saying that I'm the best. So right now, I feel happy again. I feel that I'm on the right spot mentally. I'm where I feel that I feel like I didn't feel like this for a long time, and I'm really happy. And I have no doubts that this Friday will be the best performance of my life. And for me, that's all that matters. The past is the past. Where it's gone, it is gone. And yeah,
That's
it.
good to hear.
Thank you.
Last one here, Dylan.
Hey there, Pedro. I appreciate you making some time.
Thank you.
You were just talking pound for pound a little bit ago there, but I was noticing a previous interview where you said that Dublin was the best pound for pound crowd in the world. Can you explain more as to why you have that characterization? Because I think a lot of other people probably share in that thought as well.
I mean, I think there's really no much to say. I think if you've been in a Dublin arena, you like, it's undescribable. I think it's really undescribable, because the crowd is a show itself. You know what I mean? And it's just, I think you needed to be there to realize how good it is. And especially now, it's the first the first show back since COVID. So I have no doubt that everyone will be buzzing, will be super excited to see a fight show, a Bellator show. So it will be even extra great, extra good. So yeah, but I cannot explain you. It's a thing that you have to see with your own eyes, and it's an experience itself. And that's one of the things that I'm more excited also. Be back fighting, of course, and the fight itself, but fighting for the first time in front of the Irish crowd, it will be special. It will be truly special.
Absolutely. And just a quick follow-up, because, SBG Gym really showing out on the card with Peter Queally and James Gallagher and some pretty high stakes headliners here. Can you speak to the, I guess, collective momentum in the gym leading into this individual effort of yours here?
It's been good, but it's been always like that, like every time there is like, of course, it's overall from January to January like that, but every time there's a Dublin card, the atmosphere in the gym, it's special, because everyone is putting on a work, because pretty much everyone are going to fight. And the atmosphere is special, the work, the grind, every single one trying to take the best out of each other. And it's always like a pleasure to be on the mats on these particular occasions. And this one were no different. We are all grafters, we are all hard workers, and this time wasn't different. We did where we do best, that is hard work every single day, and this wasn't any time different.
All right, Pedro, thanks for the time, and that was the last one.